Three guys walk into a showroom, same budget, same dream car. One walks out with a petrol, one walks out with a diesel, one walks out with an EV. 6 months later, only one of them is actually happy. And honestly, it's probably not the one you're thinking of. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which engine fits your life, not your friends, not your cousins, yours. What's up, Cruise fam? Welcome back. Every single week, someone messages me, should I buy diesel or is EV worth it? So today, we are settling this once for all. No bias, no brand favoritism, just straight facts, real numbers and real talk. Let's get into it. Let's start with the OG. Petrol. Petrol engines are like that friend who's fun at parties but burns through money fast. Here's how it actually works. Petrol mixes with air, gets compressed, and a spark plug ignites it. Boom. The explosion pushes the piston down. That's literally where your power comes from. A controlled explosion happening hundreds of times every minute. That's why petrol engines feel so smooth and rev so high. They love revving. But here's the catch nobody tells you. Petrol engines are thirsty. You're looking at a lower mileage, especially in city traffic, with all that stop-start driving. So why does anyone still buy petrol in 2026? Two words, refinement and resale. Petrol cars feel quieter, smoother, and honestly, they hold their value better in the used car market. If you drive less than 1,000 kilometers a month, mostly in the city, petrol might still be your best friend. But if you're someone who's constantly on the highway, that changes everything. Let's talk diesel. Diesel gets a bad reputation. People call it old school, noisy, dying technology. But here's something that might surprise you. Diesel engines don't even use a spark plug. No spark, no ignition. Just pure compression. The air gets squeezed so hard it heats up enough to ignite the fuel on its own. That's why diesel engines have that deep rumble. That's why they also hit so hard at lower RPM. The torque you feel when you floor it on a highway, that's diesel superpower. This is exactly why every taxi driver, every long haul traveler, every guy who drives 2,000 plus kilometer a month still swears by diesel. Better mileage on highways, stronger pulling power, engines that can survive 1,000,000 kilometers if you treat them right. And this is important. Diesel is becoming harder to find. Stricter emissions norms are pushing manufacturers away from it. Some companies have already killed their diesel lineups completely. So is diesel actually dying? Kind of. And that brings us to the engine that's replacing both of them. Quick question before we move on. Comment below, are you team petrol, team diesel, or are you already team EV? I want to see the numbers. Let's talk about the one with no engine at all. Here's the wildest part about EVs. There is no engine, no pistons, no explosion, no compression. Just a motor and a battery. And that's exactly why EVs feel so different to drive. Press the pedal, the power hits you instantly, no waiting for revs to build, no turbo lag. Just pure silent acceleration. This is why EVs are brutally quick off the line, quicker than cars costing double, sometimes triple the price. So is EV just better? Is this even a competition anymore? Not so fast. Charging infrastructure in most of India is still catching up. Range drops in traffic heavy cities and road trips needs real planning. You can't just fill up in 2 minutes like a petrol or diesel. Running cost, though, almost unbeatable. We are talking a fraction of what you would spend on fuel. So here's the real question this video is actually about. It's not which engine is best, it's which engine matches how you actually live. City driving, low daily kilometers, charging at home, EV makes total sense. Long highway runs, heavy loads, fuel stations everywhere you go, diesel still wins. Mixed driving, want resale value, don't want range anxiety, petrol is still solid here. There's no one best engine. There's only the best engine for your life. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. So tell me honestly in the comments, which one are you driving right now and would you switch? If this actually helped you understand the difference, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe to Amonra Cruise if you want more straight talk, car and bike content. No fluff, just real answers. And I'll see you in the next one. Cruise on.